Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nokira binti Abdul Latif, and with other members, we'll be presenting the video of our analysis study. The research study includes 60 individuals split across genders. The questionnaire that we use is Bus-Perry aggressions, questionnaire that used to determine aggressions degree among male and female students throughout 7 faculties. The study consists diploma and degree students. Data will analyze using SPSS version 27. The data collection was answered from 5 out of 7 different faculties that answered the questionnaire. So the title of the research itself is the degree of the aggressions between male and female student at UiTM Arau Perlis. The research objective is to assess the level of aggressions among male and female students at UiTM Perlis. Second one is to investigate whether there are differences in aggression levels across students from different education level at UiTM Perlis. The research hypothesis, which is HO1, stand for null hypothesis 1, where there is no significant difference in aggression level between male and female in UiTM Arau Perlis student. The alternative hypothesis, which is HA1, where there is a significant difference in aggression level between male and female UiTM Perlis students. For null hypothesis, which stands for HO2, is there is no significant in aggression level among students from different education level at UiTM Perlis. The alternative hypothesis, which stands for HA2, is there is a significant difference in aggression levels among students from different education level at UiTM Arau Perlis.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Akil bin Shahrdin Amin from RSR243 Today, I will be conducted the presentation of data management. Firstly, we check the data in Excel whether there is missing, and then we transfer the data from the Excel to SPSS. Then we check the data validity whether it is missing or there is an error in value. And then we define the value in the SPSS, then change measurement with the suitable measurement, and lastly check the data changes. Alright, in this SN, this is the survey data store, which has 29 questions along with 60 participants answered the survey. We must make sure that the data is not missing in this Excel. Alright, then we import the data from the Excel by transferring it to the SPSS. Firstly, click the file and search for the import data, and click on the Excel. Select the Excel data that used for the survey and click open to continue importing the data. In this section, wait for a little bit and click OK when it appears. Right. After that, when the data shows, check the data validity whether the data is missing or there is an error in the data. If there is not a single data missing, move toward defining the value. Right. Firstly, we need to define the gender. In the value area, click the three dot, add number 1 for value and label it as male and click add, then OK. And second one is click number 2, label it as female, click add, then click OK. Then we move to the education, value it as 1 and label it as diploma, click add. And secondly, value it as number 2, label it as degree, click add, and OK. Into the faculty, firstly put the value to number 1 and label it as Faculty of Sports Science and Recreation. Secondly, put the value 2 and label it as Faculty of Plantation and Agrotechnology. Then put the value to 3 and label it as Faculty of Business and Management. After that, in the value put 4 and label it as College of Built Environment. Number 5, put the value as 5 and label it as College of Computing, Informatics and Mathematics. The sixth one, value it as 6 and label it as Faculty of Applied Science, click add. And lastly, value number 7 and label it as Faculty of Accountancy, click add, and then OK. Into the labeling the questions, so the first value, label it as extremely uncharacteristic, click add. And value number 2, label it as somewhat uncharacteristic. Value number 3, neither uncharacteristic nor characteristic. And value number 4, label it as somewhat characteristic. Lastly, value number 5, label it as extremely characteristic. Alright, after that, copy the existing value for the question and select all the question value and paste the value into it. Next, adjust the alignment by copy the first, which is the center. Just do the same as the question before, drag down and then paste to align. Next, go to the data view to check whether the value that we defined earlier is all correct, not missing or not a single error there. Alright, let's move on to scoring variable. There is 3 topics that will be presented in scoring variable, which is first, we will reverse the score of question 7 and question 18. Secondly, change the measurement for reverse score. And lastly, we will compute the variable. Right, into changing the reverse score for question 7 and question 18, first click transform and search for, we go into different variable, search for question 7, put it in, and for the output variable name, name it as question 7 or Q7 reverse, and click change, then go to the old and new value. In this part, in the old value, put the value of 1 and the value 5, and going through 2 to 4, 3 to also 3, 4 to 2, and lastly 5 to 1. Then click continue and OK, and there is the output for this record. Alright, reverse the question 18 just the same as question number 7. Firstly, record into different variable, insert question 18, and the name, put it as question 18 reverse or Q18 reverse, change and click old and new value. In this part, just as the same as before, if the value is 1, the new value is 5, then 2 to 4, 3 to 3, 4 to 2, and 5 to 1. Click continue and click OK. This is the output for recording the question 18. Then rearrange the reverse questions to each question which is below question 7 and below question 18. Right, into to compute variable for physical equation, add question 1 until 9 and sum all of it to get the answer. And this is the output for computing the variable. Right, continue computing the variable. Next one is for verbal aggregation, which is insert question 10 until 14 and sum all of it. After that, click OK, and then this is the output for commute the variable for verbal aggregation. Do the same for angle subscale, which is insert the question 15 until 21 and sum all of it. Click OK, and then this is the output for angle subscale variable. And lastly, for hostility subscale, in the compute variable, insert question number 22 until question number 29, sum all of it and click OK there, and there is the output for hostility subscale. In this part, go to measure and change it to ordinal for physical aggression, verbal aggression, angle, and hostility that we compute earlier. I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, now I'm going to talk about descriptive statistic. First is frequency for gender, faculty, current semester and level of education. Second is descriptive analysis for age. Frequency for gender, faculty and level of education, and also the current semester. We open analyze, and then we pick descriptive statistic and also frequencies. Then we pick the gender, the faculty, current semester, and educational level. Then click on the create APA style. Then click OK. Then it will show the list of tables that we are going to descriptive the statistic. The frequency for gender for male and female are same, which is 30, and the percentage is also 49.2%. The frequency of faculty for the faculty of sports science and recreation is around 17, which is 27.9% of percentage. Faculty of plantation around 1 frequency and 1.6% of percentage. Faculty of business and management around 5 frequency, around 8.2%. College of built and environment around 10, which is percentage 16.4. College of computing informatics and mathematics around 11 frequencies, around 18.0%. Faculty of applied science around 15 participants, around 24.6%. And the last is faculty of accountancy around 1 frequency, 1.6%. Then we move to the frequency of current semester. For semester 1, the frequency is around 5. The percentage is 8.2%. Semester 2 is around 1 frequencies, 1.6%. Semester 3 around 8 frequencies, 13.1%. Semester 4 1%, 1.6%, which is 1 frequency. Semester 5 24 frequency, around 39.3%. Semester 6 19 frequencies, around 31.1%, and the last is semester 7, which is 2 frequencies, which is 3.3%. The last is diploma, which is frequency around 21 participant, which is 34.4%, and the last is degree, 39 participants, around 63.9%. Now we move for descriptive analysis for age. Pick analyze, and then pick descriptive statistic, and then we pick descriptive. Then we put the variable, which is age, put it in, and then if you want to confirm, please click options. See the instructions or the settings. Click continue if did not happen any changing, and then click OK. Okay, so the answer, the table will be appear. As you can see, this is descriptive statistic, which is the minimum age is 19 and the maximum age is 26. The mean is 22.10 and the standard deviation is 1.559 from the 60 participants.
Next, we continue with normality test, which the normality test we're using Kolmogorov-Smirnov.
Okay, for the normality test, in SPSS, click on the analyze, then descriptive statistic, and then go click at the explore, and then please put the dependent list, the physical aggression, verbal aggression, anger subscale, and the last one is hostility subscale. And then after that, click on the plots and click the histogram, and then unclick the steep and lift, and don't forget to click the normality. And then just check the others, which is the option and bootstrap. After that, just continue to click OK for the result. After the result have come out, for the first table is case processing summary, and then there are huge table which is descriptive of the dependent, which is the physical aggression, verbal aggression, anger subscale, and the last one is hostility subscale. And then this is the result of the test of normality that we used by Kolmogorov-Smirnov and Shapiro-Wilk. For the first data, physical aggression, the significant value is 0.12. The significant value is below than p-value 0.05, so the data is not normal. And then verbal aggression, the significant value is 0.015. The data is not normal because the significant value is below than p-value 0.05. And then the anger subscale, the significant value is 0.2. The data is normal because the significant value is higher than p-value 0.05. And the last is hostility subscale, the significant value is 0.2. The data is normal because the significant value is higher than p-value 0.05. So from the data, we can say that there are two dependent that are normal, and then the other two is not normal. And then after that, these are the data of the physical aggression of the histogram, box plot, and then the normal plot, and then the trended plot of the four dependent lists, which is the physical aggression, verbal aggression, anger subscale, and then hostility subscale.
So for the necessity, first we look on the objective. For the objective for the first is to assess the level of aggression among male and female students at UiTM Perlis. Then we'll use on independent test and written U test. Okay, first you need to click analyze. Then you need to click on compare means. Then you need to click on independent sample t test. Then you can key in the variable which is anger subscale and hostile subscale. Then you need to check on the option and backstroke. If there's no need to change, then you need to click on the variable of gender. Then you can key in on grouping variable. So click in, then define group for 1 and 2 and click continue, and then OK, click OK. So as you can see that this result show that male on anger has a anger subscale have mean of 19.100 and female have 19.133, and for hostile subscale male have 23.6000 and female have 25.2000. Then we move on to the next test, that is now we will use man-Whitney test. First we need to click analyze, then non-primacy test, then legacy dialog, and use two independent sample. Then you can key in the variable which is physical aggression and verbal aggression. Then you must key in the grouping variable which is gender. Then you need to make sure that you define group as 1 and 2. Then click continue and make sure that you use man-Whitney U, and then you need to click OK. Then you will get the result. So for the result, that it show that for physical aggression on male, the mean is much more higher for male for physical aggression, which is 32.73, and for the female is 28.27. For verbal aggression, the female is much higher with 32.17, and with male is 28.83, and it show that female have higher on verbal aggression. So now we will have to official statistic, but this one we will look on the second objective. So the second objective is to investigate whether there are different aggression level across students from different education level at your place. So that's the second objective. So the test that we will use is independent t test and written U test. So now you can click on the analyze, then click on compare means and use sample in the sample t-test. Then please key in the variables which is angle subscale and also study subscale. Then you must key in the grouping variable which is educational level. Then you must define the group for your educational level and key in the 1 and 2, press continue and click OK. So as you see the result, it show that angle subscale for degree have higher mean compared to diploma angle subscale. Meanwhile, for the versatile subscale for degree have higher on mean compared to the diploma means. Now we move on to the distribution test, which is memory test. So we use non-priority test, legacy dialog, then click on the two independent sample. Then you must key in the variable which is the physical aggression and verbal aggression. Then you must key in the grouping variable is the education level and do the define group as 1 and 2 and click continue. Then press OK. Then it will show the result for the memory test. So on the result you can see that for the physical aggression diploma have lower means compared to higher mean compared to the degree means. Then verbal aggression have on degree have higher means on 31.41 and for diploma have lower mean 29.81. And